Hi, Form 5 student, welcome back. So, in the previous lesson, you have learned about what is the AS sequence, right? The arithmetic sequence, and then how to identify this as rather AS sequence, and then how to find the general term and how to find the specific one of the term, right? So today we will start a new topic we call geometric sequence. So actually it's quite related with the AS, okay? But they, of course, they got something separate, okay, difference. So let's do a quick review with the AS first, okay? AS system actually will have learned a A. A mean the first term, T1, okay? Then we learn a D. D mean the different. How can we find the different? The next term minus the previous term. It can be T2 minus T1, or it can be T3 minus T2, right? So this is the AS. AS, they got the common difference, okay? So now take a look of the GS. Actually, GS has quite similar things, okay? So first of all, GS, we don't call it A, we call it R. R mean the common ratio, okay? So what is R come from? Okay, later on I will tell you more. And then we will also using the A. A also stand for the first term, T1. Then we will have the R, okay? If AS is using next term, okay, minus the previous one, then R will be, okay, the next term divided by the previous one. So that's we call ratio, because you're doing divided by action, okay? So take a look of this activity 1.3. So whether they are GS or not is we only need to look at their ratio, okay? So take a look of the question 1 here. Question 1A here. You can see that we got a sequence, right? What you need to do is use the next term divided by the previous one, next term divided by the previous one. So all the answer, you can see that all of them are 3, okay? So this 3 is your R. We call it common ratio. Okay, so section B, when you're using the next term divided by the previous, all of them are same, it will be 1/2. So 1/2, we can call it is common ratio. Remember, this is common. If this is not common, what will happen? Look at the D here, okay? 4, 9/4, 16/9, 25/16. Yes, they are ratio, but are they the common? No, they are not the common ratio. So sorry, that may not be a GS, okay? So now you understand how to identify whether this is a GS or not, right? So take a look of this, okay? So question 2. In each of the above sequence, is the ratio between any terms and its presenting terms always a constant? If yes, put a tick. If no, then put a cross. So super easy, right? I think that every one of you would do the same answer, okay? So that mean what? That mean yes, those 3 sequence, they are GS. And then this one, sorry, they are not belong to GS. So is it they are AS? Also not correct. AS should be saying the common difference, right? So now you understand what is GS, right? GS, how can we define? We are using the previous term minus, okay, the next term minus divided by the previous term. Then if they have the common ratio, we can define it as geometric sequence, okay? Short name will be GS, okay? So what is the general term formula? Don't forget that, okay? General term will help us to shorten the time to do the calculation. So do remember the general term is super important, okay? So the general term will be Tn will equal to A, the first term, times the common ratio to the power n minus 1. Okay, do remember that. So now let's do some quick classwork to familiar with it. Okay, first one. Are they GS or not? So I hope that you still remember how can we define it. Super easy, using the next one divided by the previous one, okay? So we'll find that 10 divided by 5, yes, it's 2. Then 15 divided by 5, is it 2? No, it seems that it's not 2. So is it a GS? No, it's not a GS. Okay, wrong. So now let's look at the next one. -4, okay, divided by -8. A lot of the students, they think that Miss Poo is a fraction. Why not? Fraction can be the answer. So the ratio is 1 over 2. Then let's try the another one. Negative 2 divided by negative 4. Ratio 1 over 2 again. See, even though the third term, it will be the same. So yes, they got a common ratio. So this is a GS, okay? So the same skill, just using the next term, T2 divided by T1, T3 divided by T2, and then you would know whether they are yes or no. So C is GS, D not a GS, okay? Super easy to identify GS or not, right? So now let's do more exercise to familiar with it. So now question 2, the question already told you that yes, those 4 sequence are GS, okay? Already defined, they are GS. So now what you need to do is help me to find the A. I hope that you still remember A stand for what? A stand for first term, okay? We can using T1 to present, okay? So first term, 1, 7, negative 2, 1 over 9. It's not difficult, right? Super easy. Now we're all done. Now we go to the R. I hope that you still remember what is R. R is the common ratio. How can we find the common ratio? Next one divided by the prefix one, okay? So what can we do is just using, okay, 5 divided by 1. Then it will be 5. Negative 14 divided by 7, okay, the fraction divided by negative 2, 1 over 27 divided by 1 over 9, okay. Even though you don't want to use this, you can use another next two terms. For example, 125 divided by 25, it will be the same because they got a common one, okay. Do remember, common, okay. So after using the calculator, you will know the R. Now is the most difficult part. I don't think that this is difficult, okay. You just need to memorize the GS formula. Okay, let's try to do it. Okay, I do it with you. Tn. Tn is equal to what? A times R n minus 1. Okay, see? Super easy, right? When you simplify, 1 times anything will equal to anything. So this is your final answer. Then next one. Tn will equal to A times R n minus 1. Okay, that's it. So a lot of the student will do like that. 7 times negative 2 n minus 1. Don't do like that, please, because you got negative. Okay, if you got a negative, I will strongly suggest you give me a bracket. Okay, so now I still got a challenging question I want to ask you. Okay, so now I got 2 answers. A answer, okay, times together negative 14 m to the power negative 1. B answer, okay, this is already my final answer. I can't do anything. So which one is correct, A or B? Yes, okay. If you guess your answer is B, you are clever. Do remember, you can't just times 2 of the number together, okay? Because their power is different. You can't do like that, okay? So your answer should be B, not the A, okay? Do remember it. So if you like it, you can just keep the original step be the final answer, okay? Now try the third one, C. Tn equal to negative 2 times 2 over 3 n minus 1. Okay, so some of the students, they thought that, Miss Poon, yes, now you told me that 2 of them can't times together, so it already the final answer. No, kids, okay? We still have some step can do it. For example, okay, negative 2 to the power n, then 3 to the power n minus 1. Why? Because you have 2 to the power 1 times 2 to the power n minus 1. When you have the am times the am, what can you do? Yes, the power can adding together. So 1 plus n minus 1, it is n, but 3 to the power something. You don't have another 3 to combine with you, so nothing can do. Okay, just keep it. Okay, so remember, so different, right? So now last one, D part, Tn. First term times the R common ratio n minus 1. Again, the same skill. Okay, do remember it. How can we do it? So first step, 1 over 9 actually is 1 over 3 to the power 2. Okay, this is 1 over 3 to the power n minus 1. Then using the same skill again, am times an, the power can adding together. So when you adding the power together, it will become m plus 1. Okay, that will be your final answer. So some of the students may ask, Miss Poon, can I use the first one be the final answer? Sorry kids, not okay, because this is just your step, not the final answer. What is your final answer? Is that you need to simplify them. That will be your final answer. Do remember it? Okay, so this is how can we find the general terms. Now come to the question 3. Okay, so question 3 tell you what, in each of the following, given the first term and given the R, and they want you to find the third and eighth one. So how can we do it? Also easy. Find the general term first. Okay, so for example, the A part, the general term Tn will be equal to A times R to the power m minus 1. Then I want to find the T3. Super easy. Do the substitution. All the n will become for what? All the n will become to 3 because we are doing substitution. Okay, so after you're doing the substitution, the answer will tell you that 3 minus 1 is power 2. So actually it's 4. Okay, so same skill, we do the t to the power 8. Okay, so 1 times negative 2 to the power 8 minus 1. So using the calculator, you will find the answer, right? So same skill, finish all A, B, C, and then come back to check the answer, okay? You can stop the video and then now do the question 3, and then later on, okay, we play it to check the answer. Okay, now is the time to tell you what is the answer. See? Super easy, right? So you just find out the general term, do the substitution, then you can find the specific one of the terms. Okay, so now is your time to do the quick practice to familiar with it. Do remember, okay, when you finish the quick practice, go to watch the quick practice video. I know that a lot of you didn't want to watch the quick practice video, but it shows you different kinds of the example. If you don't watch it, you will lose a lot of the knowledge. Okay, please go to watch the quick practice video. Okay, so see you later. Okay, next video will be the solution of the quick practice. Bye.